There is a reason why the Heavenly Father will not reveal when Christ will return. And that reason is very simple. People become obsessed with Christ's second coming because they don't want to face the scorpions and serpents around them in the here and now. Christ knows that about many people. That's why the Heavenly Father will not reveal when exactly Christ will return. It has nothing to do with testing who is faithful or not, because the Most High knows who's faithful or not. He sees everything. And because He knows everything, He keeps this information hidden. Only the Heavenly Father knows when Christ will return, and He keeps it hidden because some folks are obsessed with escaping difficulty. And the whole purpose of you becoming born again is to renew your mind, to become aligned with Christ, so that you will overrule and overcome evil in the here and now. But if you become focused on Christ's second coming, then your only focus is to escape difficulty. You know Christ will come back. You know that. There's nothing wrong with holding on to that. He's coming back. But your focus should be in pleasing Him in the here and now. Because what often happens is as follows. You have those doomsday cults out there that talk about Christ's return, the world's about it, and the world's about it, and they portray all these doom scenarios. And worldly people, and let me say this, there are some believers who are still worldly. They aren't renewed in the mind. So I include them also. Worldly people are relief seekers. They want relief. They want to escape things. They don't want to overcome nor deal with difficulty. Sometimes they know that they can't avoid difficulty. Therefore, they take a practical attitude to reduce difficulty. That's how worldly people are. They are all for escapisms. So when you have those doomsday calls that only talk about Christ's second coming, it attracts worldly people who want avoidance. And it works well. But here's the thing. Christ intended for you to walk by faith in here and now. Christ didn't say that He come so that you would have to wait for His second coming. He said it came to give us life and life more abundantly. Where? In the here and now. Satan doesn't want you to walk in life and abundance in the here and now. He wants you to think it's all about going to heaven, a place Christ never promised to you. He never did. Satan doesn't want you to walk by faith in the here and now, because when you walk by faith in the here and now, his grip on human population becomes weaker. And if too many people do that, he's finished. He's already finished anyway, but his grip on the human population will decrease significantly. That's why this myth of going to heaven is promoted by pagan Christianity and even some other religions to keep your focus away from the here and now. Because Christ wants you to be active in the here and now. This whole thing of going to heaven and about the quote-unquote rapture and all of that, it's intended to prevent you from walking by faith. Just think about it. If all your expectation is when someone returns, maybe not even during your lifetime, then what motivation do you have to confront evil in here and now? What motivation do you have to defeat sickness in here and now? By the way, sickness is already defeated. You only need to walk in the power to overcome sickness. What motivation do you have in reaching out to others if you don't have any expectation for the here and now? And you're not even certain about this quote about the second coming, because pagan Christianity teaches you that you need to earn it. They say it's grace, but at the same time they contradict themselves. You see what type of damage this does when you're obsessed with Christ's second coming? Look, Christ will return and his kingdom will manifest in absolute sense on the earth. That's true. But look at that. His kingdom will be in force on the earth. Absolutely. And the reprobates, together with Satan and the demons and the whole paranormal, they'll be thrown in the lake of fire. That's true. But his will be done on the earth. And you will be on the earth doing his will. But doing his will doesn't begin when he returns. That begins when you become born again. So, why is it that so many people that claim the name of Christ are so obsessed with Christ's second coming? Some of them, you go to their Facebook page, if they have any, or to other social media they have, it's all about Christ's second coming, Christ's second coming, Christ's second coming. Seldom do they post things about overcoming difficulties in a Christ-centered manner in the here and now. It's all about escaping. Escaping is all fear-based. Some people think that if they knew when Christ would return, they would be at ease. No, you wouldn't be. If you knew at the day that Christ would return, you would become obsessed with holding on to that date. And becoming obsessed with that date prevents you from relying on Him for your daily life. Sometimes having too much information will ruin relationships. Why? Because sometimes too much information will hinder you from trusting the other party. The reason that you don't have all the information implies that you need to trust the other party. Even in daily life, it works like this. Your parents didn't tell you everything. Your teachers in primary school and high school didn't tell you everything. Or else you wouldn't learn and you wouldn't develop in the skills they were teaching you. That's why the answers to a test or an exam are kept hidden from you. They don't tell you everything. Why? Because if you knew the answers to the exam, why even learn? Why even grow? Why even develop in the skill if you know the answer to the exam already? Some folks, the reason why they can't walk by faith is because they want to know too much. Just like the Heavenly Father will not reveal when Christ will return, there are things about you that concern you that the Heavenly Father will not reveal unto you. Why? Because knowing too much can make you dysfunctional. Yes, it is true that lack of knowledge can destroy you. That's true. And Scripture warns against that. On the other hand, knowing too much before the right time can also destroy you. That's why I told you never to go to fortune tellers. Because the demons know very well that if you would know everything that concerned you, it would overwhelm you and you would seek any possible way to avoid all difficulties. The demons will not tell you that if you face those difficulties, then after all those difficulties will disappear and that you would be free. Demons won't tell you that because the demons need you to be in a state of anxiety. So the demons will gladly inform you about anything or everything about you, at least the data they have access to. Why? Because the demons know it will make you anxious in the long run. And this will benefit them, the evil spirits. For example, it can be that you have co-workers that don't like you, that they're targeting you. And the demons see that the only reason they're targeting you is because there are issues in their daily lives that they don't want to face. The demons see that after a while they can't sustain this targeting anymore and that they will dissolve and that the business will go bankrupt. But that because the business goes bankrupt, you are entitled to another job somewhere else and you will get a better job. The demons see this. But the demons know that what they see is the most likely outcome, but it's not the absolute certain outcome. So the demons see this, that this is how it will turn out, but the demons now want to prevent that. The demons want you in a state of anxiety. So instead, The demons, through the fortune teller, will tell you, you know what? Those people are against you. You know what? You can do this and this to defeat them. And eventually, you do your paranormal thing and you defeat people at the workplace. And you keep your job. Some of them even lose their jobs. But then the moment comes that the company goes bankrupt anyway because the company was involved in fraud. And because you got rid of the haters at the workplace and you even got a promotion, now that the company is going down, you're going down with the company. And your name will be remembered as part of some smear campaign of some corporation. You'll be associated with fraud now. Now what happened? When those people were hating on you, that was a bad thing. It was wrong. The demons saw things clearly. That this corporation is going down anyway. So the demons, if they were truthful, they would have told you, you know what? Those people are hating you, they can't stand you. Just hold on for a while. Don't let them get to you. Things will get better. Because that is what would have happened. But now, because you consulted the demons now can have influence on the circumstance and therefore on how things will unfold. And the demons will manipulate the situations. Will they manipulate the situation through you to keep you in a state of anxiety? Sometimes knowing too much can cause bigger harm than not knowing enough. Am I saying that ignorance is bliss? No. I'm just telling you, don't be obsessed with Christ's return, and especially don't be obsessed with knowing everything about your future. Learn to walk by faith. Be active in the here and now. Agree with Christ and be at peace.